All right, it is time for another Friday night on Bombing Run. Yeah. And I'm your host, General AA Ron. Yeah, what a week it's been, hasn't it? I've had a great week. I'm sure you have. It's been raining so much, I ran inside because it's too cold outside. Okay, so my jokes might not hit as well. I am the official bomber of this Justin News, and Bombing Run. So that's how I am General AA Run. But I want you guys to please give a warm welcome to my judge tonight, Judge Dredd, everybody. Woo, 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 woo. Yes, Judge Dredd. You guys are in for it. He is, because if you watch the Sylvester Stallone movie, I Am the Law, I mean, this guy throws a book at you. Oh, whoo, he's tough. He's tough as nails. And he's looking for your setup punches and your presentation on Zoom, which, you know what? We've been on it since when? The last millennia? So just remember, that's what he's looking for, your setup punches and how well you present yourself on Zoom. So keep that in mind. And also, I want to get this started. So I'm going to start with our first comedian of the night. Please welcome to the stage, Geo Wagner, everybody. Woo, 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 woo.
Hey.
Hey.
How's everyone doing today?
All right. Woo.
Sorry about this. I was, of course, always have some emergency pop up right at the last. So it's been a rough couple of year and a half now. Hey, we have definitely been having. I've been talking with people about this whole, mask issue, and what really gets me is all these people who are anti-mask are now saying that we have to be careful and not hug anybody who's had the vaccine because you don't want to get the vaccine on you. So that's saying social distancing from those people. It gets better. Now they're recommending masks.
Yeah.
Want to wear masks to not get the vaccine on them. So these are the people that, somebody tells you masks are useless, here's what you tell them. If you're going to raid the Capitol, masks are useful. If you're going to talk to a reporter about raiding the Capitol, masks are useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe not give them your real name. I mean, these are the people that took selfies with the security guards.
Mm-hmm.
With the lady that streamed a live commercial for her real estate company during the raid.
Mm-hmm.
Phone number of his company on the back of his jacket. People stole stuff from the Capitol, put it on eBay under their real name. This was not insurrection at the Capitol. This was America's Got Darwin.
Oh.
There's all these people that say that the vaccine is not good for you. It's not safe. Okay. And these are the same people that smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chew tobacco.
Right.
Yeah, but the vaccine has bad stuff in it. And I got the vaccine, and I need to know, was it supposed to be the first shot or the second shot that caused the mutations? I gotta know so I know what kind of costume to get for my crime fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you get the third arm and you have not put some hole in the back, it just looks like a hunchback. That is not a good look.
No.
And I didn't get to do crime fighting. I mean, didn't get a third arm. I mean, my middle testicle's a little itchy, but other than that, I'm good. But I keep seeing these X's on the floor. And every time I see one, seriously bounce boulder that's about to crush with that jet car. You know, and round of applause if you get my reference, Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was supposed to be this super genius. How much money did he spend trying to get that Roadrunner, that scrawny bird with very little meat, mostly muscle? I doubt that was very tasty, but he got instantaneous drop shipment. Do you know how much that cost? I don't. Amazon does not offer it.
No.
He could have got filet mignon every single night. He didn't think, hey, Grubhub, send me some Roadrunner. I don't think so. I don't. The one thing, though, about the whole pandemic is it made us aware of the human body. And the human body is a marvel of design. I mean, opposable thumbs, interlocking genitals, my personal favorite. But who had the bright idea to take air filtration and food intake in the same pipe? And hey, let's drain our sinuses in there too. Really? You couldn't have done something useful like when I see a pretty girl, have my abs get hard. I am looking forward to this being over. No masks, be able to see people's smiling faces, be able to read their expressions, being able to accidentally spit on people when I talk. That's my time. I'm Geo Wagner.
Let's give it up for Geo Wagner, everybody. Geo, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Button Down Comedy is my production company. I do shows on. You can find that on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook.
Sweet. And you got any other shows coming up? Live shows?
Live show. Well, the virtual show will be on the 30th of August. Okay. Your next show.
Sweet. Awesome. Thank you so much, Geo. And you know, you're talking about the vaccines. I just read something on Reddit the other day where a woman was complaining that the vaccine hurt her little child because it made her magnetic because she was on her bike and got hit by a car. What? My wife hates when I say what that way, but what? It's not made me magnetic. My wife still repels me every day I get next to her. So obviously that's a lie. Okay. Judge Dredd. Go ahead.
You got the wrong vaccine.
What's that?
You had the wrong vaccine. It had the opposite color.
Oh, I got the reverse Johnson & Johnson. Oh,
like
Judge. I got what, Geo?
That sounds like a porn movie.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is a porn movie. So apparently Judge Dredd has judged Geo. And he's ready for his next victim. I mean, comedian. So please welcome to the stage, Chris Waldeck, everybody. Woo, 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 woo,
Chris.
woo.
Hey, everybody. I am very, very happy to be here. I know that Gio was mentioning that he's excited for the day that, like none of us have to wear masks because we're all vaccinated. I'm a little bit on the different side of things. I was kind of happy that everyone was wearing their masks, specifically because I'm terrible with social situations and all social cues. I'm very, very bad. When people would see me talk, when they kind of see me stutter and move around a little bit, people always ask me if I'm all on the spectrum. And I used to just tell them, no, I'm just from Florida, that's all. But it's weird because once I left Florida, everywhere else it's just called autism. So yeah, I don't, I wasn't sure if I had it. I'm like, no, I don't know if I have it, guys. I mean, I got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. It's like, I don't think I had any side effects. But no, it turns out that I'm just really terrible so much with social situations. I'm starting to think that I might have it. I'm like on the prop side, I could always I'm trying to think of ways that could better people in their social situations. I could always make every handshake, make you feel better about your handshake because mine's just mine never connects. Mine's my handshake's a lot like when I have sex most of the time. It's just an immediate pullback. That's usually how my handshakes go most of the time. Yeah. It's pretty cool though, living in Vegas and just seeing things reopen though. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of missed when Vegas was first reopening and they had the 25% capacity, because you see before the pandemic, if like when I was very poor, whenever I ran out of money at the casino, security would just like throw my ass out. But you know, when they reopened, they lost conventions and everything. It's like because they needed people. So like, you know, when I go to the casinos, if I ever ran out of money, you know, the security would just help me apply for credit.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I was like 440 credit score. Oh man, you're a high roller over here at Circus Circus.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The other day I was driving on the road by the Flamingo Casino and Hotel, and while I was driving on the road, a Lambo flipped over the side and like went and proceeded to hit 5 cars. Like just literally flipped like a tornado, just like hit 5 cars. And as soon as I saw that happen, I was like, yeah, Vegas is back, baby. So yeah, things are coming back to normal. Yeah, you guys may have heard in the news we had a pretty big fight recently. Mr. Conor McGregor versus well, whoever beat him, basically. That's the name of it. Like, literally, yeah, you never remember them, you just remember that they beat McGregor. That's how,
pretty much, yeah.
That's how it goes. No, but you know what's the craziest part about that is that thousands of people, thousands of men, like just like, you know, threw down like, you know, like in the $5,000 a ticket, nearly over $5,000 a ticket just to go watch that main event and get disappointed in under 5 minutes, you know, for that fight. That can only happen in Vegas. If men traveled to any other state and put down that much money to be disappointed in 5 minutes, it's just called To Catch a Predator. That's how that goes.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think because like a lot of people mentioned that, like, you know, like because you can probably see I have a lot of twitching and stuff that I do and stuff. Like, you know, like they always think I'm agreeing with them when they talk about stuff, even though I haven't responded. They just see my eyes and they just think I'm like the perfect yes man. I guess that's probably why girls always tell me I have nice eyes. I'm like, well, like it works, so I don't have to think of something creative to tell you. Yeah, it's but yeah, I've always worried though that like, you know, I'd make autistic kids look bad. I think that's why I was really afraid to be kind of autistic, because when you think about it, autistic kids got a lot going on for them. You know, they're supposed to be good at shit. You know, like, they're good at stuff. Like when you like, you know, it's very different when you're like, you know, like for me, for example, like if like, you know, if you see me on stage, yeah, if you see me on stage, like, you know, just like if parents were to watch me on stage doing comedy, they'd probably just like, you know, I'd be afraid, you know, they'd be like looking at me, they'd be like, oh, well, I guess we're taking the measles then, you know. Put our kids through that. Plus, it's really weird because they always assume I'm smart, you know, I'm like good at stuff because our representative is apparently Elon Musk, so you know.
Yeah.
So like people are always asking me if I can like fix their computer or fix something that they do, and like I don't know anything about technology. Like seriously, if you ask me to fix your computer, I just return to you with more porn on it than before.
Right.
Waldeck, I appreciate the laughs, and thank you to the women who are watching laughing. It's been ages since I've got that much noise out of you, so thank you very much.
Right. I understand.
All right, thank you so much, and give a big round of applause for Chris Waldeck. And Chris, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on social media at Christopher_Waldeck, or on Facebook at Cold Brew Comedy.
Cool. And are you doing any live mics soon?
Doing a live mics. Potentially maybe at the LA Comedy Club by the end of July.
Sweet.
So it's cool. It's cool about me because my hand twitch, I get to do a one-hand clap for that. So yeah, pretty.
Hey, you look like an actor. I can't think of it. What? I'm sure you've gotten that before, haven't you? You've looked like an
yes.
actor.
Well, for most people, like, you know, like for most of the people, like, you know, I usually tell them that like, you know, they always ask me if I'm Ned Flanders. Like, I'm like, no, not Ned Flanders. But if any of the women are attractive, I just say, no, you must be thinking of Ted Lasso. You know, that's usually how I go.
Oh, there you go. You do kind of look like him. That's right. Oh, that's you know, and Ned Flanders, have you dressed up like him for Halloween? I'm just asking.
Apparently, people think I'm always dressed like him. That's what they always say.
I did Leo. Here we go. Well, you know what? I did do a part in the Fast and the Furious 9, so I will recreate that right quick because I'm waiting for the judge. Here's my set from Fast and Furious 9. Okay, so that was my 2-second clip from Fast and the Furious 9. Yes, I'm Vin Diesel stand-in when he couldn't shave his head for that night. Anyway. All right. Judge Dredd is ready for his next victim. I mean, comedian. Oh my gosh. Judge Dredd is just going through people left and right. So he is the law, guys. So without further ado, let's get to our third comedian of the night. Please welcome Amanda Cacace, please. Woo, 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 woo,
Linda.
woo.
Hi, everyone. Good to see
Linda.
you. My name is Amanda Cacace. I grew up in New York, and then I moved to Orlando, Florida, which is how you know things were going great for me in New York. I've lived down here for like 8 years. I have the privilege, like so many of us, to work at a theme park. About 2 years ago, I got to spend some time at my favorite theme park. Yeah, the Orlando Psychiatric and Behavioral Facility. I'm fine. We're fine now. But I just had a little touch of the sads. So I went for a few days, and I thought it was gonna be scary. Like I went in and I was like ready to be like strapped down to a bed. And instead they just gave me a blanket and asked me if I wanted to watch Daddy Daycare and eat Oreos, which I absolutely did. So I had a great time. I shouldn't say that, but I did. Now I am back to work at my theme park. And yes, I recently adopted a son. He is very chatty. Yes, I know I'm not paying you attention right now. He is not a fan of my comedy at all. He and my parents have that in common. Now I work at a theme park. So many of us do. For legal reasons, I'm not going to say the one I work at, but it may or may not have a castle. And one day I was standing outside cleaning my little cart down, and a lady and her husband came up to me and they said, "Hey, that castle that may or may not be there, it looks a little different than it used to. Did you guys paint it?" And I was like, yeah, it used to be gray and blue, and now it is pink and gold. And then she turned to her husband and she said, "See, Kyle, Amanda here thinks you're a freaking idiot." No, she doesn't. Amanda actually really needs this job, so please don't say that. I have, gosh, it's been 8 years, and I am still not over the things I hear at work. I'm not over them. A couple of days ago, we have a lot of storms here in Florida, and I was called by my manager to seek shelter. Only really happens at Disney World, where you get a message from your manager on a radio saying, "Seek shelter for your safety." And as I'm running to find somewhere to stand under, a big bolt of lightning touches the ground about 20 feet away. And a lady turns to her husband and she goes, wow, they make it look so real here. And I wanted to turn around and go, "Bitch, what, nature? Get inside." I think about that lady a lot now. I hope she's okay. Gosh, I think the strangest thing is the t-shirts that people wear. A lot of families like to do the whole matching t-shirt thing. Dad always gets the short end of the stick. All the family members have on "best day ever," "most magical day ever," and then Dad has on "I'm just here to pay for everything." Which kind of feels like a big screw you to the dad. Like, "No, Dad, we only invited you because you got the Amex. Otherwise, you could just sit on it because we don't want you here on our family vacation." I saw my personal favorite shirt the other day. It had a gentleman in the middle of Fantasyland, of all places, wearing a shirt saying, "Can I help you?" No one told me that cats would climb me. This cat would climb me like a ladder. Thank you. Anyway, he was wearing a shirt that said, "Spread your love, not your legs." My guy, this is Disney World. The hell do you think is going to happen here? I'm going to tell you right now, the only thing being spread right now is COVID-19. All right. My name is Amanda Cacace. I'm going to stop before I lose my job, and thank you very much.
All right, let's
Thank you, Amanda.
Amanda Cacace. And Amanda, where can we find you on social media?
So my first and last name with an extra E, because apparently someone already had Amanda Cacace.
So, Cacace.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you doing any live shows?
Yes, I have a few coming up. I actually fly to Chicago tomorrow to do a show called Cautiously Optimistic. It's an outdoor show. I'm really excited. And then in August, the weekend of August 20th, I'm doing Broadway Comedy Club, Charlie Paquette and Friends, and then I'm going up to Rhode Island to do a show called like the Rainbow Show, and it's a comedy show for queer comics. So I'm excited.
Awesome. That's great. Look at you. You're getting out of Florida. You're just flying all the way around. Look at you.
Yeah, thank
Book
God.
sales everywhere. That's awesome. You know, I am going on a book show. Actually, I'm hosting a show next Saturday. So there won't be a bombing run next Friday because I will be in Omaha,
Nice.
Nebraska. And I will be hosting a show with a bunch of hot breath comedians and my favorite personal friend, Bill Douglas. He's a great comedian.
That's
Gonna,
awesome.
it's going to be a blast. I haven't been in Omaha since 1987. And I've been told everything I remember there is gone. So I'm sure it's going to be a great time. I have people that are going to show me around. There's a zoo there. Apparently they have a pig and a cow. That was called a farm in Idaho, but I hear how that is considered a zoo. So Judge Dredd, he has thrown down the law. And I want to please thank Judge Dredd again for being the judge for the show tonight. He was dropping all his civic duties, taking down criminals, and just being a comedian judge. And if you want feedback, please contact me after the show and I will get feedback from Judge Dredd. So, let me tell you who is first place Joker Ace of the night and will be on a future This Just a New Saturday show. Tonight's Joker let me try that again. Tonight's Joker Ace is Amanda Cacace, everybody. Woo!
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Yay. Thank you.
All right, Amanda.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Amanda.
We'll get
Thank you.
together and work around your schedule on Saturdays and stuff. So we'll get all figured out. And by the way, what is your cat's name?
Luigi.
Luigi. Hey, Luigi.
Yeah, he's a little chef.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, my
Awesome.
baby.
Congrats, Amanda. You were awesome.
Thank you.
Second place for tonight is Christopher Waldeck, everybody. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you for playing. And you know what? I invite everybody who plays this game to come on back because it's not always Judge Dredd. And there's different competitors. So please just message me if you want to be on the show again. You were awesome, Chris. I loved your set. You were great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
All right. And third place, and a good sport about playing tonight. Let's give a big round of applause for Geo Wagner, everybody. Woo! You were awesome. Thank you for playing.
Good deal.
You were awesome, Geo. And you're more than welcome to come play again. Everyone's allowed to play again because this is a show for fun, and we're having a blast. And look, no one said those magic words which have got a bomb on them. So they showed how to do clean comedy without having to throw in those words. So that's the show for tonight, guys. I want to say thank you for tuning in, and let's give a big round of applause for Sergeant at Arms for making this a great show to watch and be a part of. And that was the show for tonight, guys. There will not be a Friday night show next week because I will be in Omaha, Nebraska, trying to remember if I got there by tornado or not. So, that's it. This has been an oddly funny production. Good night, everybody.
This has been an oddly funny production.